As many professional image makers know, shoot in the low, warm, directional light of the golden hour and your images can suffer from haze. While this can prove hugely useful when shooting landscapes, adding atmosphere and mood to the scene, for other genres of photography, haze can be less helpful. For example, wedding photography is all about the bride, and if she is obstructed by too much haze, this could lead to an unhappy customer, which could in turn affect your reputation. Fear not though, as even if you've returned from a wedding shoot, downloaded your images to the computer, only to discover a cloud of haze obscuring the bride on her big day, there's still plenty you can do about it. In fact, Affinity Photo is the perfect software to fix up these hazy images, as the program features impressive technology paired with easy-to-use sliders that makes what many believe to be a labour-intensive job very simple and easy. So let's see how it could be done in no time at all. So the first task is of course to open your image in Affinity Photo. Before starting this technique, make sure that no adjustment layers are activated. As the haze removal filter is destructive, it's best to select the background layer and duplicate this by going up to Layer and scrolling down to Duplicate. You'll now notice that a duplicate background layer has been added to the Layers panel and is selected, ready for you to work on. Our next task is to activate the haze removal technology, and to do this just head to the top of the interface, select Filters, and scroll down and select Haze Removal. When you click on it, a dialog box will appear with 3 sliders and a number of different view options. But don't worry, we're going to walk through these right now. The first adjustment slider to address is the distance option. This gives a high degree of control over how much of the frame you wish to be affected by the haze removal technology. For example, adding just a little distance will only remove the haze in the foreground of the frame, while dragging the slider all the way to the right will affect the whole frame. And that's what we're going to use for our image here. The next slider to take a look at is the strength slider. As the name suggests, this affects the strength of the effect, and it's good to experiment by dragging the slider left to right to see how that impacts your image. Let's leave our slider around here. Adjusting the distance and strength sliders can affect the overall exposure balance in the frame, making the scene darker or lighter than you originally intended. But to fix this, you can use the exposure correction slider to rebalance the exposure. So I'm going to make mine a little brighter by dragging the slider to the right. Now, if you want to see how your adjustments have affected the frame, you can click on the Split View Preview option. This will show you a before and after view of the image, giving you a better idea of how your adjustments have affected the overall frame. Once you're happy with all your adjustments, just head over to the Apply button and click on this. So that didn't take very long at all, but before you save your file, you get one last chance to fine-tune the image. If you find the effect is just a little bit too strong, head to the opacity slider in the Layers panel and you can reduce this. I'm going to leave mine set around 90%. All you need to do now is head up to File, scroll down to Export, and you can save the file in your chosen format, for example a JPEG or a TIFF file. There we go, thanks for watching, have fun removing haze from your images, and I'll see you next time.